All right. Hey, here's your C for Greatness nugget for the day as we get started. Keep on your path, stick to your goals, stay focused. Do not stop pressing, do not stop pushing. All right. With that said, so I got my good friend Anita coming on. Hey, Gretchen. Good morning. Good morning. One of the things I mentioned yesterday, so Anita, whenever you're ready, you know what, I'll bring you in. I see you there. In front of you. And one of the reasons why I brought this up is because just thinking of my own journey that I'm
Hi.
on. Hey, hey, good morning.
Good morning. The sound just changed when we got connected. All of a sudden it's really, really loud. There,
What?
which is good, I guess.
Oh, maybe it's all that positive energy I'm
Well,
bringing.
there you go.
It's enhancing the audio.
Hey, Gretchen.
Yeah,
Gretchen says
yeah.
hi.
So cool to see Gretchen on here. Um, yeah, I was kind of mentioning yesterday. I did a video and I talked about um, suggesting to people about writing their goals
Oh
down and then keep
gosh.
on them.
Yeah.
Because what I've been learning about myself is that I make these goals and then I'm not um, they're not staying on my mind, so I get distracted, and then all I have
hmm
to do is have one bad hour or one bad day, and next thing I know, I feel like I'm starting over. And so when I started doing this, it really helped me be accountable. And the hardest thing
Awesome.
I think is for me is to be accountable to myself, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and not all the little things. And so I thought I would just like again offer this suggestion and just tell people what I'm doing to be accountable for myself. Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to just rely on myself, you know, trust myself. Not that I say I don't need other people, because I absolutely need other people, but if I'm going to do those things for people, it has to start with me, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a quote that I heard, and I can't remember where I heard it. It was about like if you can be trusted in the little things, then you can be trusted in the big things. And I mean, it's the same thing as building habits. You know, you don't start with the big thing. You start small. You do the little things, and then that leads to bigger things. It sounds like
Yeah.
it's like really very simple reasoning, but we overcomplicate things. We're really good at that as human beings.
Yeah, we are. And you
I'm just gonna
know,
set up.
uh, the way
Gretchen
I
says, "Yes, you can't pour from an empty cup."
can, you know. And I think the way I don't know about you, but the where my environment I've noticed is that there's no there's not a lot of value on like the grind of life, like appreciating that, you know, if you want something and you know you're willing to work really hard for it for a long time, well, not a long time, but for some time, that's valuable as opposed to the, you know, okay, if I can get it in 6 months,
Yeah,
all right, you know, let's try and do it in 3 months. If I can't
right.
do it that's just way too long. Oh my God, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we get stuck in our ways too. I'm thinking, I've been trying, especially getting into my 50s, trying to always, hello, MEK 8297.
Hey,
Glad you could join us. Yeah, I just find that it's really important to bring in new things, new elements. And even if it's something you haven't done for a long time, and just because you're not a professional, doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. And one thing that comes to my mind is, I studied piano for a long time. So in the piano world, I could consider myself kind of like a dropout or a retired pianist, but it's not about what certificate I'm going after, where I'm going to perform, but just the enjoyment of music. Music is so much bigger
mm,
than the certificate that I'm going to get or even my own education. And that was really what the great teachers that I studied with were trying to instill. And it's the same, what's the word? Like it's the same discipline that informs what I do in Pilates. And so, yeah, I'm saying two things at once. One is keep up doing your hobbies, do the, do something artistic, creative. And the other thing is, yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we just keep at it.
Speaking of marathon, you caught me this morning right in the middle of a run, and it felt like a marathon to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Because I had just written you. I was like, I'm running late, and because I thought we were meeting earlier.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh my gosh, you're running.
yeah. I was like, you know what? I can't type and run at the same time. I'll just call her, let her know, hey, I'm on my run, but
Yeah, I have to get one of those whiteboards every time we schedule stuff. It's like Stephen said, check the whiteboard.
oh man, I tell you,
Yeah,
like for me, running distance, like I said, I'm a good sprinter. I'm not a
yeah,
natural long distance person, but this is one of the areas that I wanted to focus on because
yeah.
uh, I wanted to go for a certain look for me.
Uh,
And so
uh-huh.
I felt like getting out of my comfort zone and starting to do distance
Yeah,
would actually
yeah,
body, like a different shape and, make me feel differently about my body. And
yeah.
so it's been great just like, going on those long runs and like your mind and body getting synced up.
That
Awesome
is awesome.
people, yeah.
That sounds really creative too, though. Like, no, I don't think people realize that working with the body is a very creative enterprise. Like, because, within athletics, you've been an athlete all your life and you're trying something new.
Oh my God, like I'm trying like several different new things. I'm doing long distance runs. I'm in jiu-jitsu now.
Wow.
I've been doing boxing for the last almost 2 years now.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm like, I'm 51, but I'm like, hey, I can still move. I'm
Right.
still healthy. I want
Yeah.
to try all these other things and just see like how like what it does for me. Like see how much I can get into it and
Right.
learn the principles, but also take it and use it in life too. And I'm loving it. Loving
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Hmm.
that is awesome. That is awesome. Um, So for you and I have both, Gretchen is saying, I'm kind of thinking about when the weather gets warmer here, I might start to run outside. So do you have any tips for people who want to start running in the spring? How to
Absolutely.
prepare for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is where okay, great question, Gretchen. I'm glad you asked. So anybody else who's watching right now, I've gone through the same thing as Gretchen. What I suggest is start off with the distance you can do a slow run at. And when I say a distance, I mean pick a distance like it could be a mile or two for the first week.
Mhm.
Get used to doing that mile or 2 miles or 3 miles comfortably. Then when you feel like, you know what, you can do it without thinking, now you push an extra mile or an extra 2 miles. And then
Mhm.
then you can start to increase your rate. But you first want to start off where you're just doing it, whether that's walking, jogging, or running at a slow pace. I,
Right.
I, I would suggest jogging or walking at first. Get doing it and then pick it up after 4 or 5 days.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Stefan, you could totally do a running course.
I,
Like get back into running course and take people through the steps week by week.
I want to. I want
Yeah.
to. I just feel all the stuff I've done as an athlete over the years, I think it just really aligns. Yo, my man Dia, what's up, brother? Sports with flavor. Yeah. And so Dia's out of LA. When I lived in LA, me and Dia had a sports show called Sports with Flavor. He's still doing it.
Oh,
And so
cool.
guys, go on, check him out. Check him out and see what he's doing.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean, Seed for Greatness is an embodied of athletics. Athletics, because that's what I've been in all my life. That's what I've applied to whatever I've done. So yeah, the running makes totally perfect sense. I would love to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, what you outlined was basically a program, so but I just wanted to name that.
Who else is it?
Empire Export just joined. So while we're talking, I'm standing, and we both are kind of on a tight schedule.
Okay.
Really, what I wanted to do is a lot of people have been mentioning to me that they have lower back, hip, and knee pain. And I mean, this is for your relatively healthy body that's going through like little, where people feel like I could be stronger. I could tweak this, and I feel like I'm missing something. So what I have been showing people and telling people is that really you can do stuff while you're brushing your teeth. I got this tip off of, I used to do Caribbean workout with a Canadian athlete. His name is Dave Snively.
Okay.
And I think I got it from him. I can't remember. It was either him. I feel like it was from him. And he was talking about doing stuff while you're brushing your teeth. And I don't know if I'm fully in the frame, so I'm trying to position the chair. Um, one of the things that we used to do, one great hip strengthener is, and I'll step back even more, is, can you see me? I feel like there's a lot of ceiling, or there's a lot of wall above me.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Maybe lower this a bit. Okay. So one thing that I used to do a lot
Okay.
was, if you're at the back, you're in the bathroom, you've got the counter in front of you, and I'm going to turn off to the side, and I would just, if you need balance, you can put your hand on the counter in front of you and really zip up so you feel the feet pressing into the floor, you feel your stomach pulling in, engaging ever so gently, you're lengthening up to the ceiling, and then you're going to step one foot out. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. You're just lifting it about 10 times, right? So I'll wait for you to catch up. And you can try this and let me know what you think. And so if you don't need the support of your counter, you could also stand, while you're brushing your teeth with one hand on the hip. And there you go. Like, I'll do about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, right? So Stefan, instead of try to cut the momentum and really lift the leg, like a drawbridge from the hip muscles, hold it with your hip muscles, and then lower with control. You're still pulling in with your stomach and getting taller. So it turns into a standing leg and hip exercise.
Okay.
Fit for the call. Hey, yeah.
Hey.
And then,
So right here.
and you can, to not have to think about counting, you could do like 5 counts on one side of your lower teeth, 5 counts on the other side of your lower teeth. And then you go to the upper teeth and you switch legs. You want to still stay upright. So rather than leaning, you want to stay up. So
Okay.
it gets your obliques as well, right?
Copy.
So here's 8 for me. 7, 6, 5. You want to keep getting taller. Really pull up with that standing hip. Really squeeze with the working hip.
This is not
so
as
that
it looks.
Yeah, and keep the legs straight. Don't let it bend. So Stefan, I'm going to have you just lift the foot off the floor, and you're just going to squeeze with the side of the hip. It's your glutes, right? So there you go. Yeah. So that's any variation of side leg lift. And I'm already I feel warm already from that. But blessings, dynamic duo. Thank you, Gary. I've been really enjoying the D drops that you sent. Okay, so we're going to do 5 reps of a variation. So you send the leg out.
Okay.
Make yourself tall. Do you ever go Latin dancing? Do you ever go salsa dancing?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay, I got dance on my mind. Sorry. So it's really important to stand tall, right? It just gets you into the music a little bit differently if you're standing tall. So like you're about to step onto the dance floor, stand tall, feet firmly on the floor, send one foot out to the side, and you're going to turn the toe down, and you're going to lift off of that, all right? So about 10 of those. I said 5. We'll do 10.
Okay.
And 6, 5, 4, 3, not so high. Toes are pointing down. And that gets the middle of your glute.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And this is like, you know, by the time you've polished your teeth, you also have a hip workout. It's a full body experience. Then go to the other side and get the, I got a notification. I'm going to shut off here. Go to the other side, straight leg out. It's still touching the floor. Toes are pointing down. And you're going to go 10, 9, 8. And stand tall on your standing hip like you're on the dance floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, and a 2. Last 1. It gets a little bit faster on the second side. So that's one exercise. And you can also, I'm not going to do it now because I'm pretty fatigued, but you can also do it with the toes pointing out, and that with the external rotation, and that gets a different spot. I've also been recommending wide stance, and this is how I've been. It's almost like you're going to do, is this like a sumo squat?
Okay.
Where you're in a pretty wide stance, right? You're going to actually have your tailbone lengthening down, so you're not going to hinge forward like you're sliding down a wall, but really press the feet into the floor, send the knees out, and then find the hip muscles, the glute muscles that are holding you, and you're going to squeeze that to come up, okay? So you're going to lower down. It's not a leg exercise. It's a glute exercise coming up. And press the feet into the floor. Find your seat. Press the feet. Seat lifts you up. Yeah. Press the feet into the floor. Lower down. Keep squeezing your glutes on the way down. Keep squeezing your glutes on the way up. And so you're brushing your teeth. So this is what I've been doing lately to try to even out my hips, because I got one side acting up a little bit. So it happened because at my ripe old age, I decided after a long car trip that I was going to hula hoop. And I pulled my psoas muscle. When that healed, I got something else. So 3 more. And up. And this is how I've been strengthening that whole area. Get the seat to lift you up. Use the seat to lower you down. Press the feet into the floor. Yeah. And done. And walk it out. Just march it out. Just stretch. Okay. I thought there was another comment. It's the same one. So, and then you could just do like single leg stretch. And if you want a little bit more stretch, if you could tolerate it, then put the hands underneath the hamstring with bent knee. I'm doing it with bent knee, this one.
I wanted to tell you the first exercise we did. That's Gary, if you're still on here, Gary knows. We do that in track a lot. Where
okay.
to get our hips.
Yeah, and it gives you more power and more like
range of motion.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So then I'll do another few exercises. Watching time here. Okay. So let's stack the forearms. Push one arm down and push one arm up into that one. And then if you're standing with that idea of pressing into the floor, your stomach will turn on. Again, like you're stepping onto the dance floor for salsa. You're going to lift up one knee and then lift up the other. I'm facing forward to see if I'm going side to side. I'm trying to, and the line of my t-shirt tells me that I'm not hiking up the hip, but that I'm staying pretty square in my torso. Sit for the call, open hips, yes. Okay, so we'll do 4 and 3 and 2.
What is this working?
This is working your lower abs. It's opening hip flexor when you press into the floor and standing tall, and also just that whole hip area. Okay, and then arms out to a T. Sorry, bring them to a Y. Not quite out to the side, but a little bit forward, so on an angle. And you're going to lift the knees towards the elbow. And so we'll do 5 and switch, 4 and switch, and 3 and switch, and 2 and switch, last 1, switch. All right, arms forward, hands are forward, shoulder width apart, straight leg, and you're going to pull your tummy in again, and you're going to reach left, just nice straight leg. So use your stomach to bring the leg up. Support with the So you could just lift, hang out there, use your glutes to bring the leg down. Finding that awareness. This is really key for dynamic movement, just feeling on the way down.
Yeah. Wow.
That you have that nice springy quality. If Gary's here, it's about that springy feeling, right? That you're not, it's not static. Even your working leg is nice and springy to support. 2 more.
Yeah.
And here's your last one. Open the arms to a Y shape again, or a V shape. And same thing. Straight leg. And switch. 9. And switch. 8. And switch. 7. I think. 6. And switch. 5. And straight leg. Reach. 4. Switch. 3. And switch. 2. Did I skip one? I'm getting distracted. And Odyssey, TCSC called.
Hey.
All right. Slow it coming down. Yeah. So you want to control on the way down. Okay. Last exercise. I've been working on Grande, the big split on the reformer, which is 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. We're going to start with feet in a Pilates V stance, heels together, toes apart. And go ahead, round yourself down so that your hands are out, like they're shoulder width apart. 1 foot's going to come forward and 1 foot's going to go back. All right. You're going to notice a huge stretch. I don't know if I'm still in the frame. Okay. So trying to stay as long as possible with the legs. Press the back heel into the floor. Okay. And that's what's going to bring you up. All right.
Am I in the right position?
Yeah. And so this should remind you of the back extension, right? Because you use your glutes to come up, and you can stack your forearms, lower down, press, focus on that back leg to support you on the way down. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
And then press that back leg into the floor, find that glute, that's what's going to lift you up. So throughout all of my workouts, I need to go. You both have a great day. Thank you, Gretchen. So one of the things I've been working out on in my workouts, in my Pilates workouts, whether teaching or in my personal, is just feeling that the legs are really strong and the spine moves off of that. And so if you want to get technical, the muscle that's supporting you is the glute as you go down. Your abs are also supporting. And then you get a nice stretch. And then you come on up. And it's that back glute that did all the work.
Yeah.
And then round forward, stomach is pulling in and stretch. And balance. And catch yourself. When you catch yourself, remember to activate that back glute. When we get off balance is when we forget the really important stuff. All right, bring your feet together, switch to the other side. And if you're having issues with balance, you can separate the feet a little bit. Okay, really dig that. I'm going to try to bring it a little closer, challenge my balance, because this is my weaker side. Oh, and come on up. See if you can lift yourself a little higher as you press the feet a little bit more into the floor. And then coming down. And inhaling up. Oh, surprisingly, this is easier. I wouldn't have expected that on the side. And then roll down. We're going to do 2 more times. Find that back glute. Really press the heel into the floor. Squeeze it so that you lift. Spine moves off of the strong legs as you come down. Last one. And think of your strong legs and the spine comes back up onto the strong legs. Arms up. Bring the legs together and arms down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. And da 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 bum bum ba. And then it became a dance party because I've got dance on my mind. In San Diego, you guys must have really good Latin music.
Oh, it's awesome down here. It really is. Great days, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, You take it away. Give me a few exercises.
You got it. Well, all right. So let's see. Since we nice 4-mile run this morning,
Oh, yeah.
we will so we'll do a couple of things. We'll do we'll do a few static moves, and then we'll work on just some core movement and some core features in our abdominals, upper abdominals, and our side obliques, quadrants. All right.
All right.
Standing.
I need a mat.
Yeah, so we'll go right off the same one that you just did. Anita, that same exercise. You're going to put your feet together. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you guys are going to just come right down from where your feet, and you're going to walk your hands out, do 3 push-ups, and then walk back, and we'll just do that 3 times. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you just walk your hands out. You're gonna do push-ups. 3, good. And then walk yourself back up. Come on. 8 times. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And then 3. Good. Okay. All right. This time we're gonna get on knees and hands.
Oh, I lost your audio. Oh, there. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hands and knees. All right, guys. So, you're gonna take your leg, pull your knee forward, and then come all the way back up. All right. So
Knee
we're working
forward and then back.
back up. Yeah. So we'll do that 8 times, 2 times each leg. All right. So the first set, I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch legs. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and then when you're coming forward, get that little extra squeeze in the obliques.
4,
5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, one more set each leg.
okay.
Here we go. I'm gonna count down this time. All right. So
All right.
here we go. So and then also for those of you who are watching, Anita, you probably already know this. When you come in with the knee, you're gonna squeeze a little bit, and then when you come out, you want to extend all the way out and feel it in that mid and upper glute. So you want to squeeze the glute all the way out too. All right. So here we go. 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1. All right. Good. Okay. We're going to go right leg now, or opposite leg, whatever that opposite leg is. Counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Good. All right. So, stay where you're at. We're still going to be on our hands and knees. Instead of going straight leg, we're just going to go bent knee to the side. And so we'll go 2 sides 8 times. And so it's just like this.
Oh, fire hydrant.
Firefighter, yes, firefighter. Yep. All right. Okay, ready? We'll count down. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch sides. All right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then because I'm gonna modify here just a little bit. Is that all right, Anita?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a nice little sweat going. That's good. All
Yeah, me too.
right. So we're gonna do dogs and cats. I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with that because a lot of people, including myself, we're sedentary a lot of times during the day, so we don't get that good flexion in our back like we need, right? And
Yeah.
so we'll do 10 cats and dogs, just one set on your own count.
Do
And
you mean cow?
yeah, cat, yeah.
Got tongue tied there.
No,
Cat,
no,
cow.
no problem. So yeah,
So,
the extension in the back, the curvature in the back, and then you down, yeah, and getting that lower back and the hips. And I like to go slow, especially after I want to do like a long run or a hard workout.
right. Yeah. So you're on the mat. I want to show people what I recommend if they can't get down to the mat,
Okay.
but you can get down to a chair, or you might be at the office and you don't want to get your nice office clothes dirty, so you just come up here. It's spinal movement, so slightly different, but you'll still be able to get movement through the spine. So there's that version. Or if you don't have a chair available, but you've got a counter nearby or the top of a sofa,
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Curl,
More watch you as
you
you do
know,
it. Oh, nice. I like that. I like
right?
that.
So yeah, you got all these different places where you can put your hands. Or if your wrists are bothering you, then come down and you're able to find a soft surface like the top of a sofa, then come down to your elbows. So
Okay.
here's sofa version. Here's my sofa,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
elbows.
So
It's just movement.
I'm glad you mentioned the spinal movement because see, movement is just like everything else we do. It creates that muscle cell memory, and so for me, before I even work out, I've been intentionally priming myself so when I do the workout, I can get the most of it. Because even in the workout, if we do it, like grudgingly, like I gotta get this workout in. Okay,
Yeah.
even that can carry over into the next thing. And so when we're getting movement out of our bodies, I know for me, I want to have a great session because again, for me, I'm doing it in the morning, and it usually is the start of my day.
Yeah.
A suggestion for people because you're always creating muscle cell memory.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, you've touched on so many things, but we got to get moving. I have about 5 more minutes, and I think you do too.
Yeah. But okay, so I tell you what, we'll wrap it up from here because I do want to respect time. A couple things I want to personally end off on is okay. So I got my new shirts out. Think positive. All right.
I love it.
Please help me get these shirts out. My goal is to sell 100 in the next 30 days, and the whole time really what it does for other people. And I can attest to this. I wore not this shirt, but this shirt, but a brown color at the farmer's market this past Saturday. 3 different people stopped me in less than 20 minutes. No lie. They were from different cultures, different ages.
Oh, fabulous.
I said, oh my God, I love that shirt. Thank you. That is exactly what I need to see.
Yeah.
And I realized this shirt is great for you if you wear it because it reminds you like, hey, you got to have the right mindset. But what it's going to do for other people that come in contact, and you're going to get conversation. People are going to talk to you. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a very important message.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can imagine you walking into a room with that. People be like, they read it, and you get, your body changes when you think of positive, something positive. It's hard to sit like this and head hanging if you have the word positive in front of you.
Yeah, it's like I really believe like everything we should do should be like reflection of who we are, what we believe. So even the clothes we wear should be a reflection, of our value. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Personal branding.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm always trying to find stuff like what works basically, because sometimes I like stuff, but it might not, motivate other people. But then sometimes
Right.
something and it really touches, more than one person. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's go with that. Let's see what that does for people. And
Right.
why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that you're getting around in your community and spreading that positive message. That's really awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Birds, you want to go ahead and end it with some a cool Anita statement?
Um, well, you and I are working on that combination class of fitness and Pilates. I think we've kind of penciled in end of this month.
Yeah.
So we'll have the details up shortly. We'll have the time, we'll have the Zoom link, and it is a donation class, and we are trying to connect this to charity. So there will be a way to send payment and make your donation.
And if you guys have any suggestions for us, like things that you want to do in terms of working on your body or any pain or injuries that you're having, for movements that may help that or strengthen weaknesses, please let us know.
Yeah, I really liked how you really broke down. I mean, basically, you've mapped out a program for running, and maybe the next time we could do exercises that would help people get in shape for running. And some of it, for me, is Pilates, but some of it is other exercises that I've adapted over the years. And I realized that, like, every trainer has their own combination of exercises that they consider their go-to kind of like signature workout. And so maybe you and I could bring our each of our signature workout pieces, just a little peek into what we do the next time we work out.
Yeah, and I would, just to add on to that real quick, because I know, okay, yeah, we're getting short here. Um, Whatever exercises you're doing right now, continue to do those. So when you start the running, okay,
Yeah.
what you want to do is you want to continue the things you're already doing and that you like and that you're doing well, those exercises. So when you start the running, what'll happen is you'll be a little fatigued at first because it's new, the muscles need to get used to it. But then when you go back to your Pilates or dancing or whatever it is, you'll find that you'll
Mm.
have more energy. And then when you keep doing the jogging and the running, not only will you get better at it, but you'll start to see a difference in your body tone. You'll
Hmm.
see a difference in your mentality, because it takes a different type of energy when you run.
Oh, yeah.
And most certainly it's going to carry over into other areas of your life. So, yeah.
You're making me really excited about running. Like, okay, I'm gonna put my shoes on and go. Well, it was great working out with you and catching you live when I finally got the right time.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all,
Yeah, and
yeah.
we'll talk to you soon.
You too. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.